Hello, I'm Ellis. Welcome to the channel. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. It's great to have you along. If you've seen some of my earlier stuff, welcome back. It's the 21st of June, 2024, summer solstice. It's currently 9 a.m. in the morning. It's going to be a high of 21 degrees Celsius today, just short of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And that can only mean one thing. It's time for another E-trip. And I want you to join me and come along, and we're going to have some mystical fun in the county of North Yorkshire. Now, somebody said in a message to me a few days ago, why do you always have your sunglasses and your cap on in your videos? No particular reason. I just think it maybe makes me look a little bit cooler. So today I'm going to try and keep glasses and cap off for the entire duration of today's episode. However, that's going to be tricky because the sun is beaming down from the sky here. So these may end up on at some point today, but I'll see. And do you really want to see this? Isn't it much better covering it up like that? I mean, it's a no-brainer. Well, that was short-lived. So I'm about to head off now, heading to a town called Knaresborough in North Yorkshire. So why am I heading there? Well, today I'm embarking on a mystical journey once again, this time to one of the most intriguing and enigmatic spots in North Yorkshire, Mother Shipton's Cave. It's nestled in the heart of Knaresborough, and this place is not just a beautiful spot, but it's also a gateway into the world of folklore, prophecy, and ancient mystery. So let's dive right in and uncover the story of Mother Shipton. But first, I've got an hour's drive. Come join me.
On a dark and stormy night where the thunder cracks the sky.
Just over an hour and 10-minute drive today to get to today's destination for this E-trip. It's not too bad, not too shabby. Wowzers, 23 degrees Celsius right now. Blue skies, the sun is high. Summer has finally arrived in the British Isles. Yeehaw! It's the summer solstice today. So that means it's the longest, obviously it's the longest daylight, longest amount of daylight and the shortest amount of nighttime tonight. Longest day and shortest night. So basically tomorrow, winter's on its way. That's what that means, doesn't it? I've not brought Ella. I don't have my companion today. I figured it would be a bit too warm for her. 24 degrees. It's gone over 70 odd degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, she'd melt a little bit in this heat. Too much for her. So I've left her at home in the shade. So it's just me, myself and I on this E-trip today. And obviously all you lovely people who's watching today's adventure. I can't wait to share this with you today. This is a place I've wanted to come for a while, and I'm now finally doing it. I've got a feeling I'm going to melt today. Oh, gee. I mean, it's only 23 degrees, but that's pretty much all we need in the UK. You don't need anything more than that.
The waters flow eternal, casting dreams.
So I've arrived, and I've paid up in the car park. Couldn't work out how to use the pay machine. So I've only put an hour in when I really needed about 2 or 3. So it's the most complicated pay machine I've ever seen in my life. No instructions how to use it. But anyway, I'm here, I'm parked. Mother Shipton's Cave is literally just outside. It's a beautiful day. So let's go and get this show on the go today. One of the first things you notice when you come here is a lot of the buildings are all black and white, including the entrance post to Mother Shipton's Cave itself. That would be quite nice if you lived there. I like that. England's oldest visitor attraction. Technically, you could say it's been open since 1630. So there's my first faux pas of the day. I could have parked in the actual attraction itself. They said because it's not busy, that as part of your admission, they would let you park, and I don't need to worry. So I'm now having to go back to the car park to the public council car park, retrieve my car, because I've only managed to put an hour on it, because I couldn't work out the darn machine. But the lovely lady at the gatehouse here has let me park for free. So she said, go and bring your car in and leave it there. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Do you know, guys, I can be such a muppet sometimes. This is one of those occasions. You live and learn. I'm on the side of the River Nid. It was £10 to get into the Mother Shipton attraction and £1 for a guide, which I was happy to purchase. £1's a pretty good price. I'm not being ripped off with these £5–10 for a little flimsy magazine, but that's pretty good. So that gives me a little bit more information that I might need to know while I'm here. So basically, who was Mother Shipton? Just before we head up to the cave, or Ursula Southwell as she was known. She's one of England's most famous soothsayers. Well, actually, she's probably England's only soothsayer. I can't think of any others. She was born around 1488 in a cave that we're about to go and see that still stands today. And her story has captivated people for centuries. Legend has it that she was born in a storm, and her mother Agatha was said to be a local woman who lived in poverty. So let's go and start the journey, the adventure and this e-trip today of Mother Shipton's cave. Just look at this on the tree here. So as we wander down to the cave, I'll continue telling you a little bit about the story here. So according to legend, Ursula, i.e. Mother Shipton, Ursula's birth was anything but ordinary. Agatha, her mum, who was pregnant with Ursula, was said to have been in labour during a fierce storm. As the story goes, the cave where she gave birth to Ursula was struck by lightning. And that's one of the reasons why Mother Shipton's unusual appearance and abilities were immediately noticed. I've come into the car park. I've actually missed. There's a black mulberry tree on the other side of the river that's supposed to be about 400 years old and is beautiful to see. It's at the old manor house, which is on the other side of the River Nid here. So as you're walking down towards Mother Shipton's cave, pay attention to the left-hand side of the river and notice this mulberry tree. I haven't, because I've drove past it, but I'm going to have a look at it on my way out. It's very much worth seeing, apparently. Oh, Stocks, Wild Child, Pesky Pixie. Has to be done. It's even got a selfie stand. How clever is that? I've never seen anything like that. Put your phone in there. Incredible. Thinking of everything in this day and age. Oh, just to say fits in. It does say Wild Child, but I am a wild child, so this is perfect for me. How cool is that? And then you obviously wedge your phone in here. I like. So another thing when you come in, hello Woody, they give you a red wristband just so they know who's paid. I don't think you're allowed to park your car here and then disappear off into the town. It's a bit like an all-inclusive resort, isn't it? Free drinks and food today, everybody. So look at these here. These are called coin trees, and these things can be found across Britain. There's a particularly large cluster of them here in Yorkshire, also called money trees or wishing trees. So we need to make a wish here, guys. Even the toilet cubicles are mythical. Guys, when it comes to photo opportunities, I'm afraid I'm a big kid. I never miss an opportunity for a selfie, especially one like this. All you need is faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust. That boy wizard gets around, there's a connection everywhere. Here we are, retelling the Mother Shipton story. Yeah, there's connections to Harry Potter. If you pause the video now and read that, it'll tell you all about it. I can't be bothered. This way, onwards. This wood-carved tree is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. But then you look up, remember what I say guys, always look up in life. Who do we find on the top? Pinocchio. Looks like I've got to go up some stairs here. Back in the day when I was training for Everest, not a problem. Now I can't be bothered. Get me in a gym, lift weights, but cardio, Cardino. You know, because this is so shaded, I feel like I've been out of the sun all day. The canopy, the natural canopy created by the trees, it's just keeping everything cool, shaded, crisp, fresh, and I'm not burning. Yeah, we're coming up to the well now. Again, if I'm not into reading off boards, if you want to read, pause the video now. More stairs, but this time we are heading down. What goes up must come down. So I know the lighting's not very good today because of the sun reflecting through the trees here. But the wishing well is behind the petrifying well. So I've got to go and make my wishes, guys. This Apple Vision Pro is just not going to turn up by itself. So I'm going to go into the cave and the petrifying well now. Now the well is being fueled, or it's been, the source of the well is the mineral rich waters, which gives all the objects the petrifying effect. It looks as though everything's turning into stone. It's all the mineral rich deposits that come from the stream water and the river water. So we're going to go in. It's fascinating to me. We're going to go and have a look at the well. Let's go and have a look at the cave, and we'll continue telling you a little bit about Ursula, the prophetess, England's soothsayer. It's all in here. It's so magical here. It really is. Everywhere you look, there's just something to capture the eyes, to capture the imagination as well. I think I'm going into a dead end. You've got the petrifying well in this direction, the wishing well up the steps in that direction. Now the wishing well is actually behind the petrifying well. So we are going to go around and we're going to make a wish. How could we not? Wishing well is fed by the same magical waters as the petrifying well. It's said that many visitors return to make another wish because their last one came true. I hope so. It's a centuries-old tradition to make a wish during a visit. What I have to do is dip my right hand in the water. You also have to leave the water to dry naturally on your hand. Hey, I don't make this up. These are the rules of making a wish here. Apple Vision Pro, DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. Wow, it's nice and cold. Actually, look, I'm going to rub it on my face. Hey, might work. Now I think it's time for the piece de resistance. We're going to go and see where Mother Shipton, Ursula, used to live, in this cave. This is where she was born, in a dark and stormy night where the thunder cracked through the sky. And England's most famous prophetess, soothsayer, fortune teller, whatever you want to say, was born this very night in 1488. It's often said that Mother Shipton obviously predicted her own death in 1561. She was 73 at the time. And for reasons unknown, but she was actually denied a church burial. That much is known. But other than that, no one knows where she's buried. So Ursula grew up in this very cave. And it's here that she developed her prophetic abilities. Known for her strange wisdom and mystical insights, she was often sought out by the locals who believed she had the gift of foresight. Her prophecies covered everything from the fate of kings to the rise of technologies, which were pretty much unimaginable in her time. Mother Shipton's fame wasn't just due to her mysterious origins. Her prophecies, many of which were written down and circulated after her death, have left a lasting legacy. Let's take a look at some of the most famous ones that she said. One of her most famous prophecies is about the future of transportation. She is said to have foretold carriages without horses shall go, and accidents fill the world with woe. I mean, this of course can be interpreted as a vision of the automobile, a technology that again was unimaginable in her time. And it doesn't stop there. Another intriguing prophecy involves the rise of the internet. A great man will come and go, and his people will ask, "What do you see?" And he will say, "The future is in the web." Interesting. And Mother Shipton's prophecies were not just limited to technology. She also spoke of natural disasters and world events. For instance, she predicted a great flood, which many believe refers to the devastating floods that have plagued various parts of the world over the centuries. Her prophecies have often been interpreted in different ways, with some suggesting that she had an uncanny ability to predict events based on her keen observations of the natural world and human behaviour. So the petrifying process is caused by, as I said, the mineral-rich waters here, which have created a natural wonder that has fascinated visitors for hundreds of years. The well and the surrounding cave are in many ways a tangible link to the past, preserving artefacts that tell the story of those who lived here long ago. We leave in the caves behind now, but I'll continue telling you a little bit more about the prophecies of Mother Shipton. And some of them are more cryptic than others, obviously, but they continue to intrigue and inspire people. Whether you believe in the mystical or see her as a keen observer of human nature, there's no denying the impact of her story. So Mother Shipton's cave is not just a place of historical significance, but it's also a place where legend and reality blur. It's a place that invites you to imagine the past and ponder the future, just as Ursula herself did. So thank you for joining me on this enchanting journey through the story of Mother Shipton here in Knaresborough, North Yorkshire, on the sides of the River Nid on this beautiful day. If you've liked what you've seen, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to the channel and also comment, because that helps with the videos as well. And remember, I always finish every single video by saying, keep wondering, keep wondering. Keep the magic alive, guys. I'll see you on the next E-trip. Oh, one more thing. Cue the music.
On a dark and stormy night, where the thunder cracks the sky, a legend born in shadows, where the ancient secrets lie. Mother Shipton's whispers through the wind and through the rain, in the heart of Knaresborough, where the mystery remains. In the cave where she lived, tales of magic she'd weave. Mother Shipton's visions of what the future would conceive. By the petrifying well, where the water turns to stone, echoes of her prophecies in every silent groan. She spoke of kings and empires, of the fates that time would bring. In the heart of nature's wonder, she'd see the world's true ring. The cave, her solemn shelter, carved from earth and ancient lore. In the depths of Knaresborough, where her spirit ever soared. In the cave where she lived, tales of magic she'd weave. Mother Shipton's visions of what the future would conceive. By the petrifying well, where the water turns to stone, echoes of her prophecies in every silent groan. The waters flow eternal, casting dreams in heart and full, whispering her legacy through the ages they've transformed. A soothsayer's gift in the rock and in the stream. Her story lives forever in the heart of every dream. In the cave where she lived, tales of magic she'd weave. Mother Shipton's visions of what the future would conceive. By the petrifying well, where the water turns to stone, echoes of her prophecies in every silent groan. On a dark and stormy night, casting dreams in heart and full, whispering her legacy through the ages they've transformed. A soothsayer's gift in the rock and in the stream. Her story lives forever in the heart of every tree. On a dark and stormy night, casting dreams in hardened form, whispering her legacy through the ages they transform. A soothsayer's gift in the rock and in the stream. Her story lives forever in the heart of every tree. On a dark and stormy night, where the legend first took flight, Mother Shipton's cave remains in the whispers of the night.